Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving our praises, our honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls God. Jehovah, Yahweh, or Ahaya. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai is the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya, and the Rahakadash is the Holy Spirit, according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I would like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And much love and respect unto you brothers pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai continue to bless you in your household. Come back at you with another lesson that's edifying, and we need to be more kingdom-minded, each day, because each and every day is a day closer to the return of Yahweh Shai, all right? And we need to be more in a kingdom-minded mind state, okay? Now more than ever, all right? We got to, examine ourselves, trim off our old ways, know our weaknesses, okay? And try to strengthen ourselves, okay, to the best of our ability, so that we can be found worthy when Yahweh Shai comes. Okay? And I'm going to open up with the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay, so that should be like the first thing is seeking the kingdom of heaven. And how do you do that? By reading, studying, feeding the sheep, doing your video epistles, actually, seeking after, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and everything else will just fall in place. Now, yes, granted, you're going to get tested and tried, okay, in this, okay, but that's all part of the battle, all right, and let me get that real quick, okay, because a lot of people, they come into this, this truth, not counting the cost, all right, not knowing, what this thing is actually about. They think it's, like a cakewalk, like other religions in the world, mainly plantation Christianity, they think it's going to be a walk in the park. But, you come to the true knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you see it's the complete opposite. It's a position of difficulty, that straight gate. But this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, so you're going to get tempted, you're going to get tested, you're going to get tried a lot. Okay, and that's really just Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai perfecting us. He's trying us, testing us to see what we're going to do. Okay, and, sometimes we fail the test, okay, but he gives us other chances to get it right. Okay? He'll send that same test again, probably in a different way. Once you've grown some, and then you'll probably pass at that time. But really, this truth is really all about growing. Okay, outgrowing who we were in the world and becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. Verse 2: set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Okay? Yeah, and that's right. We need to cast, we really need to, cleave unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and cast our cares upon him. Okay, and pretty much let him take the wheel. Let him take the wheel, okay? Because every time we try to take the wheel, we mess up. He's gonna, he's not gonna mess up because he's perfect. Salakia. But yeah, so we need to cleave and have trust and have complete and firm trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 4: whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. And that's right. Okay, yeah, we're like that gold being tried in the fire. when you put gold or any type of precious metal in the fire, the stuff, you put it in there for a little bit, let the impurities and all that come off. Okay, you take it out, let it, reshape, reform. Then you put it back in there, until you keep the process going until you get, the desired outcome. All right, and that's what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is doing with us. He's like the mechanic, and we, the broken down vehicles in this workshop. We're being worked on, but we're not going to be finished or perfected until Yahushua comes. Okay, because even then, during that time of Yahushua coming, we're still going to be getting tested during that time. All right, that's going to be the time of the final exam, the hour of temptation. When Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, brings this MOTB. Okay, we're going to have to go through that final exam then. We're going to constantly be tested until we're on them chariots. So we got to constantly be circumspect and be on our toes. Okay, we can't get comfortable or get too lax. Because once you get comfortable and get too lax, that's when you that's when you mess up. This is James 1:21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So this word, okay, which is Yahushua in the volume of the book. And the volume of a book is the only thing that's going to be able to save our souls. Okay, so we need to take heed and be sincere, okay, and receive this engrafted word, okay, with meekness, not being proud and arrogant or anything like that. We need to be humble and meek, because we know that the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua nigh unto those of a humble and contrite heart. Okay, and it's not going to be no cakewalk. Okay. Going back to, what it read in Sirach, we're going to have to prepare our souls for temptation. This is Acts chapter 14 and verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Okay, so we need, like it said, we need to prepare our minds. Okay, our heart going into our minds. We need to prepare our minds for tribulation, temptation. We got to, pretty much prepare our minds for anything that Yahushua went through, or worse, because the servant isn't greater than his Lord. Yahushua went through it, we have to go through it. Okay, that's the only way. There's no other way. Yahushua said he's the door, he's the example. Okay, we got to follow in the example. Yahushua is the door to that straight gate. Okay, there's no other way. If you try to go any other way, you liken unto a thief and a robber. Okay? There's no shortcuts. There's no other way around it. So from there, let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 15. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading. It's important to read. It says in Revelation, blessed is the man who readeth. Okay? And why is that? Because, wisdom will be, unlocked unto you. All right? To exhortation, to doctrine. Following the real 100% true doctrine. Because there's many false doctrines out there, but there's one true doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy with the laying of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear unto all. Take heed unto thyself. What does it mean to take heed unto yourself? Okay? Constantly examining yourself and purging out that leaven, purging out that old man. Okay? And unto the doctrine, continue in them, continue in true doctrine, not, being given over to seducing spirits, okay, or having itching ears, or anything of that matter. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Okay, because we're supposed to lead by example. Okay, We're supposed to lead by example. If other believers see that, you know, we're kingdom minded and we'll, you know, walking a certain way, they're gonna want to do the same thing because they're like, okay, well, this must be the right way. I mean, that's what got me to following the elders and apostles, because they wasn't a great millstone, because they wasn't doing the gimmicks and all that foolishness like these other Israelite camps. They was raw, straight to the point, okay, and they broke it down the proper way. And then they also went the extra step and tell you to look into words. Okay. Moving on, this is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affections on things above, not on things of the earth. Okay? Yeah, we're supposed to be seeking, you know, setting our affections on the kingdom of heaven, on righteousness, all right, on, you know, things pertaining to this truth. Okay, that's what we should, you know, be setting our affections on. Not, you know, nothing here, because everything here is either wicked or tainted. Okay, and we'll get, you know, whatever we lost here in the kingdom of heaven back 100-fold. Okay, we on a mission. We need to keep our eyes single and focused on the mission that's at hand and trying to get up out of here, and then we'll worry about everything else in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, which brings me to this, Matthew, going back to Matthew the 6th chapter, this is verse 21. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 19, and this is Yahushua speaking. Lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay, so if you're really seeking the kingdom of heaven, okay, if you're kingdom minded, okay, I mean, that's where your heart, that your mind is going to be. You know, your treasure. If your treasure is the kingdom of heaven, that's where your mind is going to constantly be of. You know, things pertaining to this truth. Okay, the light of the body is the eye, and therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, being focused, having your eyes single on the prize at the end of the finish line, which is, you know, salvation in the kingdom of heaven. But if thy eye be evil, thy body shall be full of darkness, and therefore the light is in thee be darkness. How great is that darkness? Okay. So there we go, man. You know, we got to be focused and, you know, be kingdom minded. Seek the kingdom of heaven first, and everything else will be added onto us. Everything else is going to fall into place. We just need to, you know, be focused on what's really important here. Everything else is just vanity and a distraction. Okay, now they don't mean that, you know, just lock yourself in a room, you know, all damn day, and, you know, no, because you got to have balance. Okay, but your main top priority should be this truth. Okay, and serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai to the best of your ability. Okay, this is Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. This is our reasonable service. Okay, the whole duty of man is to serve Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai and to keep his commandments. Okay, that's it. That's our whole duty of man. Verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, stop worrying about carnal things and worry more, and, you know, worry yourself more on spiritual matters. Okay, i.e. the kingdom of heaven, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right, so there we go. All right, we need to be more kingdom minded in the days that we're in. Okay, we need to be building up that spiritual bank account, so when bad times do come, we can make withdrawals from that spiritual bank account. Okay, so I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. Giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, safety, and salutation to the hopeful elect to believers and listeners out there. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, which means rise Israel, and Abba Babal, which means destroy Babylon. Shalom.